Hello, and welcome to another vlog. It's Valentine's Day, so today I'd like to talk a little bit about my dating experience, or rather, lack thereof. Now, you may be wondering why I haven't been on a lot of dates, and the best explanation I can give you is related to the fear of rejection. I guess I convinced myself that no one would want to date me because of my disability, and so I never bothered asking anyone out. There were a lot of people that I wanted to ask out, but I always kind of chickened out. But then one day I realized that it wasn't because of other people that I hadn't been on a lot of dates. It was because of me. Because I didn't have the confidence to put myself out there and meet new people. And so I never did. And upon realizing that, I decided that it was time for me to change my attitude. So over the last few years, I've adopted a much more positive attitude. It was right around this time when I started my YouTube series and started advocating for people with disabilities. And since then, I've put myself out there a lot more. I go places, I meet new people, and I'm much happier because of it. And I think that's going to make all the difference. I think that's going to help me meet that special someone and, have a relationship, which is something that, I do want, just like able people with disabilities have those same desires. So, you may be wondering why I'm telling you this. Well, the main reason is because these feelings aren't unique to me. There's a lot of people with disabilities who feel this way, for a number of reasons. First of all, we live in a society that views disability as a bad thing, and people with disabilities are often patronized and infantilized, and kind of become marginalized because of that. But on top of that, disabled bodies don't always fit the conventional definition of attractiveness, which is unfortunate because bodies come in all shapes and sizes, and beauty is more than skin deep. Nobody should be shamed for their body because everyone deserves to feel comfortable in their own skin. And this negative attitude creates a stigma around disability that affects people with disabilities, not just people with visible disabilities like myself, but people with invisible disabilities and all other types of disabilities. Sometimes we feel like outcasts and we don't feel like we're good enough. Now, of course, not everybody with a disability feels this way, but a lot of people do because of this negative attitude and this stigma. And so it's really important that we change that attitude so that our society can become a lot more accessible and inclusive. Because, as you know, and I've talked about this a lot, the biggest barrier to accessibility and inclusion is people's attitude. And I truly believe that the best way to change people's attitude is by enlightening them. So I think we need to educate people and help them understand that disability isn't a bad thing, and people with disabilities can live full and meaningful lives. And in doing so, we can slowly change that attitude and help to make the world much more accessible and much more inclusive. And people with disabilities will stop feeling marginalized and will be able to participate fully in society, which is really the main goal of the disability rights movement, is to allow people with disabilities to become full members of society, because as of yet, people with disabilities don't always have that opportunity. But really it all comes down to advocating and educating people about the rights of people with disabilities and helping them understand that being disabled is not a tragedy. And if we can do that, I think our society will really benefit from it. It won't just be people with disabilities that benefit from that, but everyone. So that's really the takeaway from today's vlog. I know this isn't a really long vlog, but it was something very personal that I felt needed to be talked about. And that's really all I wanted to talk about today. Anyway, if you enjoyed today's vlog and you want to see more videos like this one, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, if you want to help me make more videos like this one, then please support me on Patreon. Anyway, thanks for watching, and see you in a couple weeks.